Hello everybody, I'm here to do a video on how I do some of the things I do when I make my beef jerky. Here are my racks. Uh, got my foil so the meat drips into the foil and not onto the oven. These are my drying racks where I place my freshly baked or dehydrated beef jerky on to dry here. And these are my sauces. Now these have been in the fridge for about 2.5 days. So it's been marinating good. I got 3 different kinds. Hold on a second, let me see if I can even pry this one open. I got the sweet basil tomato pesto. I got my special soy sauce, oyster sauce, and Worcestershire sauce, plus special seasonings in here. And then, of course, I've got my classic green pesto. It's got basil, it's got garlic, it's got some other beautiful seasonings in there. Now, these meats have been sitting in these marinades for 2.5 days. Now, as for this one with the soy sauce and the Worcestershire sauce, I think this one's good for preserving. I've never tried these other 2 sauces, so I honestly don't know how well it'll preserve. But I'll tell you what, I'm thinking when it comes out the oven and it's done, it's a good time to eat. These are probably going to last about a week or 2, and you just enjoy them. So, with that said, I am Ern, and I am bringing this to you. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Prepare to enjoy. I'm going to show you the stages as this develops. You guys take care now. Hello again. Now, through the wonder of time, I have washed my hands with soap and water. Yes, I have. And when you do this preparation, taking your meat out of the marinade, you're going to have a lot of paper towels because it gets juicy and wet. And you're going to lay out the meat here. I use a tray with a good amount of paper towels on it, and then I use another paper towel to damp, dry damp the meat there. Push it down and take out some of the juices, and they lay them out on this rack here. Same thing, I have another rack that I'm going to put over, so that drips down into this rack, which thus catches it on the bottom, which is lined with aluminum, so I don't get it all over, dripping all over the damn place. So be prepared to use a lot of kitchen towels. All right. So we're gonna set up now. I'm gonna show you how I do this. I'm gonna uncover this beautiful marinade. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's ready to get laid out and eaten. So I'm gonna toss this here. I'm already dripping stuff. All righty. Let's lay this out here. Look at this here. These meats are ready and juicy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shake that sucker. Get all that juice off of there. And I'm using some grade A sirloin here from the meat market. Had them slice it. I didn't have them slice it too thin, because if it's too thin it dries out. And I like the hard one. I like hard jerky, but I also love tender, juicy jerky that has a lot of flavor in it, yet it's still dried out. Kind of like the Jack Links, those thicker ones that have a lot of flavor. I like that. And these shrink down anyways, so, it's just a matter of everyone's preference. There's some people that like them a certain way, and there's some people that like them another way. I like mine in different ways. I like the thin ones, and I like the fat ones too. So, now I laid some out here. Look at that. So juicy. So juicy. They've been in marinade for 2 days, so these are screaming for the oven. Now I'm going to go ahead and press and take the juices out a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to lose all the flavor when it's cooking. So it'll dry out eventually. I just wanted to dry out with more juices inside. So here we go. Now here's the trick. And you gotta put them on this grill. I've washed all my grills. Everything's clean. I'm gonna fit them in there. It's okay if they touch, as long as they don't overlap each other, because then they'll be partially cooked. You know, you want them to be all dried out perfectly. So I try and spread them out as much as I can. Sometimes when they're too fat, I just kind of wrinkle them a little bit. And they still dehydrate really well like that. And it leaves more space for my rack. Okay. So I will be back to show you some more. All right, beautiful people. Ern'S shall return. Alrighty, here I'm back, as you can see, with the marvel of time. I have now taken off the pesto sauce from this meat as best as I can. I have, it's a lot harder to take the pesto sauce off because it's thicker. You got garlic, you got basil, you got other spices, and when they dry up in the pesto, it's kind of like mud. It's a thick kind of mud. It comes off. It just takes a long time. But I hope the results will be amazing. This is just one that's going in the oven right now. I still have my the other meat, my sweet basil tomato pesto marinade. All of these have been sitting in there for 2.5 days in the marinade. So I'm expecting good flavor. So I'm going to place this meat in a rack here. I'm going to place this sheet is particularly will go on the bottom because underneath it has the aluminum. The other cooking grill is going to go on top because that one's going to drip the stuff down, hopefully into the into aluminum paper. So now it's time for me to do the final marinade, and I got another grill here, cooking grill to put in the oven. And we shall see what happens. All right, folks. Ern'S will return. Thank you. Hello, folks. This is Ern'S. I have returned. So I'm now going to do my final marinade here. I'm going to dry it off. This is the sweet basil tomato pesto marinade. Got my grill ready, my cooking grill ready to lay out the meat. Got my drying area here. It's a nice cooking pan, and I've put, you know, cooking tin here. And I put the paper down so I can dry it, and I got a paper in my hand ready to dry too. So let's take some out and see what's going on in there. Oh, look at this. Make sure we take that all off and just lay them out. I can't wait to see what these come out like. They look delicious already. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, baby, where have you been all my life? Flavor. Sabor. Oh yeah, look at that. Lay them out there. My hands are clean, by the way. Soap and water washed. Ready to go. Let's see here. Okay. Shake off all the excess tomato basil sauce. Pesto sauce, yeah. You see the seasonings right in the meat? Yeah. This is going to be a good day. Tonight, I'm going with my friends to see the Aliens Covenant movie, and I wanted to have some fresh jerky for the movie. Variety flavors, of course. That's the way Ern'S likes to roll. He likes to have his variety. I made some fruit leathers as well, but, you know, that's another video. Here we go. So, I'm going to begin to dry it off now. Got my paper ready. Okay. So, here we go. You know, take off the sauce here. And we are good. So, when I'm done, I'll have them all laid out on this rack, dried and ready to go into the oven. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. This is Ern'S. Catch you later. All right, folks. Everything is in the rack. In the cooking rack. We got our sweet tomato basil on top. Look at that. Nice full rack. And then we got our pesto and our other soy sauce, oyster sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and spice mix meat also down there. This is all tender meat, beautiful and delicious. Can't wait to see what it looks like when it's cooked. be back. I've set my oven for 4 hours and 15 minutes, and it's going to rise to about 170 degrees. At which point, when the time is done, it should be ready for a collection. And then I'm going to take it all out and put it to dry on these beautiful racks here that I got prepared and ready. All right, folks, this is Ern'S signing out.